Ooh. Now it's time for my favorite portion of the stream. We're going to be talking about some champions. And first up, we got this beautiful guy right here. Roll the clip, Finn.
To begin, strike the opponent normally to build up some power. While building up to your special 2, work in some intercepts to make his degen dire, and slow your combos to maximize the time while the degen is ticking fast. Don't worry if the opponent won't let you intercept. You can strike their block to gain his invisibility buff, and quickly interrupt their counter with your light to dire up that degen. Then, combo into the special 2 to take that crazy damage and double it even further. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, try to land an intercept, slow down that combo, and use a striker to keep the degen dire, then combo again into a special 1 to finish it off. Now, if you're in a longer fight and you're worried about that degen expiring, you can use his special 3 to reapply and keep your opponent constantly ticking down. And hey, don't forget, Dracula's special attacks inflict passive effects. If you're up against an unstoppable opponent, you can use that special 1 for that 40-second slow passive. Or you could finish strong with his chilling special 2 to apply that fear, turning off that pesky unblockable. Either way, use your toolkit wisely and make that degen tick.
We're starting off here against Venompool with Dracula. All right, we're going for a dex. We hit the block, and that, oh, wow, look at that, man. Look at that. So you went
got it. Okay, now we get to show off the regen.
So, great. So you're interrupting with your light attack, right?
Yeah.
And that's important because that's going to turn that degen dire, right?
I'm going to go for something fancy.
What are you doing here?
No, it didn't work. Okay, so you can get it. You can use the miss, of course, to get those safe interrupts. But just any interrupt you can find, just within their things, you can like delay your hits. You can like punish their heavies. Anything you can find is going to get the degen dire. You can also charge a heavy.
Ooh,
and just go straight into a special attack.
Wow.
And you can see there, the special 2 lasts a little bit longer. So if you can like sort of like delay that out, you'll get even more ticks in.
So kind of essentially let the animation play all the way out is what you're saying.
There we go. Yeah, he's being polite and not pushing me a special 3. I'm gonna.
And now that invisibility, by the way, it doesn't get consumed and go on cooldown unless you miss.
Correct, yeah. And you can see it saved me there. I backed away from it. Oh, missed that one. We'll try and get this one more time. There we go. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can just delay the second hit after the punish and try and go for it there. And
oh, wow, dude. You're doing some fancy stuff going on over here.
Well, I should hope so. I've been practicing him for like several months.
Dude, great job. Very good stuff, man. Can we see the second one now, Finn? Pop that video.
To begin, strike your opponent to begin building power, and don't forget to weave in some heavies to inflict your incinerates. After dashing backwards, you'll begin to run and go unstoppable. Don't be afraid to dash in at the opponent to land those unstoppable combos. Once you reach 2 bars of power, launch your special while unstoppable to gain increased attack from Berserk and really juice up those hits. After this, work your way up to that special 1 and launch to unleash those big bursts of damage. If your opponent isn't already knocked out, keep on launching that special 1 and punish them until they are.
All right, so that's our second champion of the month. We have Frankencastle. What an interesting champion. Can we get the slide up on the screen? Look at that. Oh, in unison, Finn. Beautiful. So Frankencastle is coming into the contest with some very unique abilities here. He's immune to poison, petrify, and specter, but he also has an innate willpower mastery ability. So I believe he has 1 point in the willpower mastery. He's got that rage debuff, so he's got a lot of healing going on. He's an unstoppable machine. He doesn't idle, and he goes unstoppable when walking forward. Incinerates on special 2 and his heavy attack, got those Berserk passives for some extra damage, Undying passive from his special attacks, and Crush to break through block. Now, I love champions who are like a little weird, have like a bit of an interesting, odd playstyle. Like in the spirit of Joel, who is just here, I am such a huge fan of using Ornamzola, who's got a very fun and quirky playstyle. Frankencastle is just as quirky. So, let's go ahead and do some live gameplay here against a big old green monster in the spirit of Halloween, right? We got Immortal Abomination. All right, Finn, can we get the live gameplay going? All right, so this is a very interesting playstyle here. It's very fun. What we're going to do here is I personally like to start with some heavy attacks to get the incinerates going. Bam! And then we're going to walk forward, and I'm just going to be a goblin and just kind of charge that heavy attack while unstoppable, right? Going to bait out the special 1 from this guy. See how we just like walk forward, unstoppable? Bam! Go for it again. Now, of course, I probably don't recommend that you always, just go for all of that and get hit, but you do have the regen from the willpower going. Now, you do want to use, immune to poison, by the way, you do want to use your special attacks while you are unstoppable. And this is going to do some nice bursts. Yeah, that's a fun playstyle, man. That is fun. He does a lot of damage. He's a little quirky, but if you utilize him properly, he is a very, very solid champion.